You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, guys, we're going to continue where we left off in Chloe Birchhart's point of view, so I hope you guys like it. Enjoy! Things were about to get pretty crazy, and it looked like Chloe and the others were going to have to find out what's been going on. Helda, one of the former soldiers, has really lost it. One of the most test subjects of Nevermore and the best weapons of Nevermore is really reaching her limit. She couldn't take it anymore, and now she was going to self-destruct herself. Now they were going to have to find her and calm her down. Luckily, Maggie and the others got that cover. But they have a lot of enemies to face. Silver was in the middle of recovering, but she managed to explain the plan and wanting to get back their victory and their friend. However, it looked like Chloe and the rest of her crew were going to have to take on the evil Dr. Muete. This guy was a real loose cannon. But Chloe and the others managed to confront the guy. And the guy was pretty crazy with syringes and how he was very insane for the best experiment of his life. However, that soon got out of hand as things got even more crazier when Daphnis was involved. While Dr. Muete was trying to chase after Chloe and the others for his test subjects, he was suddenly shot from behind, and Daphnis was responsible. Daphnis managed to escape going up the stairs. Barnaby, seeing him, followed him. Barnaby managed to find where Daphnis was. Daphnis knew he was coming, and instead of wanting to kill him, he confronted him. So, you're Daphnis, Barnaby said, and you must be Barnaby Brooks Jr. Do you have a superhero name? Oh no, wait, I forgot. You don't. Just like Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. He doesn't even have a name except for the Punisher. You, on the other hand, don't have one except for maybe your nickname, Bunny. That's the most ridiculous name I've ever heard. Whoever came up with that nickname, Daphnis remarked. Barnaby glared at him. For your information, that was Kotetsu. At first I didn't really like it. Now I've gotten used to it. Besides, my costume does resemble a bunny. Yeah, well, you're not wearing a freaking bunny suit now, are you? You just came here by yourself without it. So what if I didn't need to use it? Besides, we had to find someone. And if I needed it, I need it. But I don't right now. You look like you don't have to kill me. Barnaby said, Really? You know me so well. Daphnis said, Let me ask you one thing. What's with the dead horse? And also, why are you so obsessed with Chloe? Don't you get it? She's not even into you. Because you two are supposed to be cousins. Cousins, what the hell is the matter with you? Barnaby said, raising his voice a little bit. You know, I don't know why. I love her. I know it's sick and wrong, but I can't help it. She's the only person that understands me. She knows me. She doesn't really accept the same feelings. So what? I'll make her. Daphne said, you really are crazy. You really are clueless. Why do you hate me so much? Barnaby asked. Let me say something to you. You're a charmer. You flirted with my cousin. And worst of all, you gave her a kiss on the forehead. I saw it when I was in Sternfield City. Daphne hissed. Barnaby looked at him shocked. I didn't see you. How did you get there? I've been tracking Chloe ever since. I saw that. I was disgusted. Why would you do that? Are you trying to gain her feelings for you? She already is starting to crush on you. I saw the way she was looking at you the first time she saw you. She thought you were just gonna be some sort of jerk face. I thought that was gonna be relieved. But when she saw you and instantly fell in love, it made me so mad. And then that kiss on the forehead, I don't know what that was all about. Can I ask you something? Barnaby asked. Anything to really strike up my nerves. Daphne said. He sounded really malicious. Have you even read The Wizard of Oz? Don't tell me you're reading that childish book. Let me just say this, Barnaby said. I knew Chloe wasn't a superhero from the moment I met her. And I knew she was someone different. She looked familiar without all that dark makeup and the dark wig and all. Wait, you knew she was Nyx? You didn't even say anything? I tried telling Kotetsu. He wouldn't listen. He didn't want to believe it. Sometimes he can be such a goof. But he tries his best in being a good person. Because of him, I've become a different person. I might not have been a jerk to anybody except for him, but I know one thing. He made me realize that people who are in trouble needed help the most. Barnaby said, Oh, sure. Why do you think your face is always in the magazines, in pictures, everything else? You think you're hot shit. You're not hot shit. You are a freaking disgusting flirt, Daphne said. Is that the best you can do? Insult me? I don't appreciate what you did to Chloe. Using a dead animal? A dead horse? Blood splattering in her room? How could you do that? She's been traumatized. I know everything about her past. Everything. Her parents were murdered. My parents were murdered. You framed her for having a dead animal in her bag, and she lost the only friend she ever had. How could you do that to your own cousin? because nobody is going to have her. Nobody but me, Daphne said. Just then, there was a small applause from one person. It sounded like this. Daphne couldn't believe it. Barnaby turned around. There was Chloe, standing on the high step of the staircase. Wow, Daphne. Just wow. You crazy son of a bitch. I can't believe you. I really can't believe it. Chloe said. Daphne couldn't believe it. Cousin, he said. Barnaby looked up. Chloe, he said. Chloe looked over at Barnaby and blew him a kiss. Oh, Daphne. You know, I always thought you would be more of the wicked wizard of the West. Not really a witch. So, you've been tracking me all this time. You really are a nutcase. Delusional. Crazy. Unpredictable. And you know, Barnaby had a point in giving me that kiss on the forehead and mentioning you about the Wizard of Oz. The good witch gave Dorothy a kiss on the forehead and the beautiful silver shoes. But in the movie, it was ruby slippers, but that's a different story. All this talk of making me yours, that is really pathetic. Not to mention, it's like diarrhea out of the mouth. Crazy, psychotic cousin of mine. You really are sick. Really, really sick. Chloe said smugly. Oh yeah? Want to hear something else that's sick? That creepy guy you were working alongside in the school. He's always wanted violence. What? Chloe couldn't believe what she was hearing. Yeah, he wanted the taste of blood, of passion. Oh, I could see it on his face. The way he had those chills across his body. And I wanted to give it to him.